and thanks for tuning in to another awful movie review.
So what does my little bird have to tell me today?
For a country that has so much landmass and yet so little people, the Australian cinema industry has brought us some classic movies ever since the 20th century. The first to come to mind is Crocodile Dundee, but also Mad Max, a low-budget action movie which I will always remember for its forward-thinking message for the time and its breathtaking action sequences. And well, it would only take their New Zealander neighbors 3 years to come up with their own scandalous rip-off of Mad Max, and thus Battletruck was born, also known as Warriors of the 21st Century.
Oh, damn.
And just like all the other movie rip-offs I've reviewed on the channel, this one was made to cash in a quick check and bore the audience to tears in the process. So while the original Mad Max managed to be a successful movie in both financial and critical terms, spawning several highly praised sequels starring big actors during the last decades, let's just say that Battletruck does none of that. And it's all for the better of humanity.
So I want you to do something.
But just before we get going, if there's a bad movie you'd like me to review, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and feelings on Battletruck.
I promise, let go of me!
In the near future, the world as we know it has collapsed after the oil wars struck due to diminishing petrol resources on the planet.
I like this place. We could stay here for a long time.
Gas is now almost $60 a liter. Man, at one point this movie could have been real.
Never know what it might turn into.
Instead of a Max who is really mad, we get Hunter, played by Michael Beck, best known for his leading part in The Warriors. He's a recluse who one day saves a girl from a gang of criminals, except that she turns out to be the daughter of an army colonel who leads this gang of no-good crooks, and they drive a giant armored truck through the desert. Hunter has got to save the day and protect the girl and the village he brought her to from these guys before they destroy everything to get her back. Battletruck has got B-movie action from the 80s written all over it. Guns blasting, some vehicles chasing, cheesy plastic equipment, and heavy abrasive synthesizers and electric guitars to tighten the mood. But it's no fun.
I will not abide disrespect.
One of the things that made Mad Max so rad was his car and the stunts he did. Something which is totally omitted here. Why have a car when you could have a ginormous truck? Well, it makes it much harder to do cool stunts. Apart from making the truck swerve off its course a little, and the grand finale in the end where it blows up, it's just very limited as to what this big bulky truck can do. Our hero Hunter is more of a motorcycle guy himself. It was probably cheaper to buy, and when we do get a car, yeah, maybe a truck wasn't that bad after all. Most of the acting is pretty crappy. The lead female role is so bad. She's got so little emotion and flavor.
Well, that's fair enough.
The only reason I remotely remember her is for her very light resemblance to Jamie Lee Curtis. Apparently some of the actors from the real Mad Max return in this, but I couldn't remember enough of it to spot them.
No, I'm one of them!
And let me just add that the dialogue is even worse.
Why do men have to fight?
It's always been about who gets more.
But it must change. It has to change.
Wow, that was real deep. It brought tears to my eyes. I think I'm gonna cry a whole river now. And it just confuses me because this isn't even about oil in the end.
Why didn't you tell us the truth?
In the beginning, the crew of bandits discover a secret underground container, which holds 50,000 gallons of oil, which our great bright hero Hunter proceeds to blow it all up. Way to go, man. I bet everyone in this wasteland is thankful for your actions. Yeah, overall, this Battletruck movie is just a lazy, cheap, tasteless, and most of all boring and non-entertaining ripoff that belongs in that deep, dark, crappy pit of other cinema ripoffs. People should be ashamed of making stuff like that. What an awful movie.